Here for Centrum team selection with John Longmire. John, what are the changes this week?
There's two changes this week. Out of the team goes Lance Franklin. His knee unfortunately didn't quite come up, and also Lewis Roberts-Thompson goes out of the team. And into the team comes Sam Reid. Good to have him back in the lineup, and also Brandon Jack.
So Lance Franklin, he did try and train today. Did he just not pass the test he needed to?
Yeah, unfortunately, as everyone saw last week, he was sore enough to get subbed out of the game last week, and we were hoping that while structurally his knee was okay, that the soreness would be enough for him to do something today, and unfortunately he couldn't do much today, so it means he's out for this week.
At least another big forward coming back in, and Sam Reid, must be really pleasing to see him back fully fit.
Yeah, it is. It's good to get Sam back in the team. He's missed 3 or 4 weeks of football, but he's been training for the last couple of weeks and has looked better and better the more sessions he's done. He's a very important player for us. He's smart, he can play a number of different roles, and he's very quick, so good to get him back in the team.
And another quick in Brandon Jack. What do you hope he brings this weekend?
Yeah, Brandon's a player that can cause a little bit of damage, I hope, at ground level. He's a very quick player. Once again, that real speed. He gets across the deck and can get a little bit slippery up there at times at night. So hopefully he brings that sort of forward pressure that he's really good at. He played well against the Dockers a couple of weeks ago, and that's the sort of forward pressure that we're after from him this week.
Another player we've been keeping an eye on was Kurt Tippett. How was his training today, and what's his status?
Yeah, Kurt trained pretty well for the bit of training that he did today. He actually looked pretty good, moved around pretty well, but couldn't do the contested stuff. So we're hoping that everything goes right. He'll be okay for next week. His training actually was pretty good, but wasn't able to do any of the contested stuff. So on the weekend, it ruled him out for this week, but hopefully he should be okay for next week.
Looking at the match taking on Brisbane up in Brisbane, they had a great win last weekend over St Kilda and Wellington. What are you expecting from the match?
They've got some real genuine speed in their team. Their half forwards and their half backs give them a lot of drive. They've got some bigger bodies inside the stoppages, and they've got a bloke by the name of Jonathan Brown standing in the goal square who's still able to kick goals for them. So they'd have been really pleased with the performance that they delivered last week. It was a really strong performance. They've played some good sides this year, and that's probably reflected in their win-loss record, that the sides that they've played have actually been really tough teams, and we expect a real battle from them this week because their good is still very good. They're disciplined, they've got some terrific young players, and we'll have to bet our best.
Swans have a chance to make it 3 in a row, which would be obviously the best result this year so far. How important is maintaining that consistency and that momentum?
Yeah, we need to make sure that our consistency is there from quarter to quarter and game to game. We've had that a bit better the last couple of weeks, but we need to keep it going. It's very important. The players are aware of it, that we need to make sure that we bring that all the time, and that's our challenge. We go to Brisbane this week against a really talented young team, and we need to make sure that we bring that sort of effort and have that baseline of effort no matter what happens in the course of the game, whether they're mistakes or not, but we need to have a really strong baseline of effort.